Hi everyone, Neil Wilcoxon here. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can find a long-lasting phone. Now, while it would be great to have enough battery life to make it through the day, I'm not talking about battery life here. I'm talking about how many years your phone will last for. For this video, I'm going to be drawing upon my experience with the LG G4, but I'll also touch on other Android phones and the iPhone a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you'll want to look out for is how long it'll take your phone to get updates. When I was buying the G4, I thought that LG had a pretty good reputation for getting updates out quickly, but what I didn't know is that my different T-Mobile variant would take much longer to get the updates due to having to go through the carrier. The next thing you want to look out for is third-party ROM support. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, search for CyanogenMod, which is a very common third-party ROM that runs on a lot of phones. Some phones won't be supported, so that's why I tell you to search for it. What a third-party ROM will allow you to do is get a more recent version of Android. It'll be closer to stock Android, or perhaps some ROMs will add more features and things like that. You can search and find which one is right for you, but I'd suggest starting with CyanogenMod. The catch is that it might break some features. You'll have to look into that. For my phone, it broke Wi-Fi calling. Being on T-Mobile, this isn't great, but I've learned to work around it. If you're not interested in messing with third-party ROMs, I would suggest going with Google's Nexus or Pixel phones. These phones run pretty much stock Android, and you get the updates the fastest of any Android phone out there. Also with Project Fi, you can get Wi-Fi calling, so that's definitely something to look into. Next, you want to look into two key hardware features. This is the removable battery and the removable storage. With the removable battery, you can get an extended battery, which will help you day to day. But also, when that battery runs out of cycles, you can replace it quick and easy rather than having to break open the phone and replace the battery that way, or pay somebody else to do it, which can get expensive. With removable storage, you never know how much you're going to need to store on your phone, and this allows you to expand later, which obviously adds flexibility. My phone can support up to 2 terabytes, so the day that they decide to come out with a 2 terabyte SD card, I can just pop it right in there and it'll be good to go. Now that we've talked a lot about Android, let me give you some reasons why you might pick the iPhone. The first is that you'll get your software updates right away. Since Apple controls everything, this process will be quick and easy. The second reason is hardware. Apple makes great hardware, and while there is some great hardware on the Android side, you never really know for sure which ones they are. Third is the support. You can walk right into an Apple store with a problem with your iPhone, and they will help you out with it. And if you're nice enough, you might even walk out with a new phone if your phone was defective. And finally, let me give you one thing that you don't have to worry about as much when you're picking a phone, and that would be processor speed. Obviously, don't buy the slowest phone ever, but most phones are going to be okay. It used to be the case that you needed the fastest processor in order to update to the next version of Android, but now Android is getting more efficient, and that on the same phone, the newer version will run faster than the older version. This is great because you can buy a cheaper phone and not have as many problems down the road. So that's my advice for picking a long-lasting phone. Based on this list, I've picked the G4, but you could pick something entirely different, so be sure to let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to like it, and if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.